and also the Crown Adjuster. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys for tuning in each and every time you join me on live. Please feel free to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell with the ringer on it so when I go live, you guys will know that I have went live. And also feel free to check out our website. We have one-on-one coaching, we have books, we have free things for you to transform your life, step into your purpose, and break generational curses, all of that. And I want you guys to take advantage of the free resources and the paid resources, okay? Wherever you are, and whatever you know that you can do, go ahead and invest in yourself, because when you invest in yourself, you're showing yourself that you are worth it. Okay. You are worth the growth. You are worth overcoming. You are worth pursuing your destiny. You are worth going after whatever it is that God has called you to do. And when you invest in yourself, you are telling yourself, hold on. Sorry, y'all. When you invest in yourself, you are telling yourself, I'm worth it. I'm worth the growth, the change, the elevation, overcoming my past. I'm worth it. In order for us to go higher, we have to invest in ourselves. Okay. And that's not the topic of today's message, but that's for somebody. So, as you can see in the title, and I won't be before you long, today we're going to be talking about real change takes time. It's levels to this, it's levels to it. When I first started out in my personal ministry, the Lord had me, first of all, serving in somebody else's ministry, okay? Because you cannot try to just show up and you don't have the grounding or the foundation that you need to build up on to continue to have success or to continue to grow and see things, elevating your life. So God starts us off at a slow pace. He starts us off, with he starts us off by equipping us and training us for the next level. Okay. So you don't get to level 20 and you just now starting out in the game. You have to go through series of unlearnings. You have to go through extensive training in the kingdom of God. You have to unlearn paradigms and learn new paradigms. You have to allow the process of becoming to take place. But before I got to where I am today, it started with me serving in somebody else's ministry. Okay. God was building my character. God was building my mindset. God was building me. Okay. To be able to walk in my divine destiny, to be able to walk in my divine call. And if you found this channel, you did not find this channel by happenstance just because you decided to click on the video. But you were born and created for such a time as this. God has anointed you, equipped you, empowered you to do great things in the earth. And now is the time for you as his son or daughter to really take your rightful place and begin to go through the process of transformation. Because it's one thing to, say, okay, God, I'm finna go to church. I wasn't going to church. I'm finna go to church now. Okay, God, I wasn't serving you. Now I'm going to try to do that. It's one thing to do that. That is just really the beginning. Salvation is really the beginning. And then you showing up trying to allow God to exercise your gifts and what he placed on the inside of you is the second phase, right? But going to church and sitting on the pews is not enough. God has so much he has invested on the inside of you, and God expects a return on the investment. So God, he expects for us to increase. He expects for us to elevate. He expects for us to do to go from faith to faith and from glory to glory. And so real change takes time. Thank you for subbing. Hi, and welcome to today's live. Real change takes time. Real growth takes time. But what we like to do, we like to jump to level 20 when we only at level 1. We like to jump to level 30 when we only on level 10. And so it's levels to this thing called destiny. It's levels to elevation. It's levels to increase. It's levels to becoming, right? It's levels to success. You do not attain a level of success overnight. This is not an overnight process. This is not an overnight success thing with God. And I had to learn that the hard way because I wanted everything instant. I wanted to, get things immediately, swiftly, quickly, right now. Give it to me. The blessings, the miracles, the favor, the overflow. I wanted God to do a thing in me right away. And God had to teach me, I'm building you. I have to build your character. I have to build your endurance. I have to build your patience. I have to build your long suffering. I have to build you up so that you can be able to handle the promise. See, God don't just want to give us blessings and miracles and favor and overflow and increase. He wants to build us up for that. So when he give us something, we'll be able to handle it. Because a lot of times we look at everybody else's journey and we think, oh, how did they get to where they are? How did they doing big things? They doing great things. But what we did not see was how long it took them to get to where they are. We didn't see the hard work. We didn't see the sleepless nights. We didn't see the tears they cried. We didn't see the times when it was just nobody but them and God. And they were on their face because they didn't have an admin team. They didn't have a prayer team. They didn't have people on their team to help them to build the ministry or build the business or build the organization, right? And I'm talking to leaders on here because God has equipped you and called you for more. But real change takes time. You got to be willing to go through the process of transfiguration and transformation. And before Jesus could reign, Jesus had to go through a death process. Before Jesus could rule, Jesus had to crucify himself. Right? Before we could see him radiant in his glory, we had to see the sufferings that he went through. And so that's the same way that God built us. It took Jesus 33 years to start his ministry. 33 years. Now, everybody time frame and destiny and the time that you'll arrive to your destiny is different. God has put us all here for something different, and you'll arrive at your time at a different time than the next person. But what I'm trying to get over, my point is that real change takes time. God works on our character. He builds us up so that we can be able to handle all the things that he's called us to. And I know that we live in a society where everything is quick, everything is microwavable, and we want instant gratification, but things take time. Okay. And whatever you want, you got to go hard at it. You got to hit it every single day. You got to get your notebook and get a plan in place every single day. You got to begin to journal your daily tasks, journal the things that you want to do each and every day. Create a daily routine, create a daily plan, create something daily, and begin to write down each thing that you are going to do in that day. You have to have a plan in place, right? You have to have a plan in place. A lot of times we try to rush the process instead of realizing like, I'm not even really ready. And you know how you're not ready for something because you keep going through the same thing over and over. You keep doing the same thing over and over. You keep experiencing the same results over and over. But experience is a teacher. It's here to teach you that method that you've been using, it does not work. Okay. Experience come to teach you, to build you, to equip you, to train you for your ascension and for your purpose. So don't get in a hurry just yet. Let God put you, as Latoya Okia say, let God put you in the slow cooker. Let God begin to prune you. Let him begin to take out the old version of you, right? Because in order to enter into another place, you got to become a whole totally different person. You can't even stay the same if you want to, really have everything that God has for you. You have to become a whole transformation has to take place. And this happens when we slow down. This happens when we stop rushing. This transformation process is an inside job, and we begin that transformation process when we slow down. And we recognize that where I am is not where I want to be anymore. And I came on here to talk to some leaders to let you know today that where you are is no longer sufficient. That's why you are uncomfortable. That's why the pain that you feel won't let up, because the pain is there to push you, and the pain is there to equip you. The pain is there to help you to go to the next level. But we get in pity mode or victim mode, and we start feeling sorry for ourselves. Like, why me? Why am I going through this? Instead of allowing that pain in that season that you're in to push you into your next dimension, because that's what pain is. That's what pain is for. Pain comes, God allows it to come to introduce you to the next version of yourself. The pain is meant to help you, not to make you comfortable and stagnant. That pain is there on an assignment to help you to push forward. So I know I'm talking to some people on here who has a destiny, who has a call on your life. You are anointed for more, and you may not know where to get started. But God is just like, if you trust in me, and if you allow me to build you, take 30 days to deprogram from social media. Take 30 days to deprogram from connections and places and people and things that you once entertained. Take your time, slow down this time, get by yourself, pull away from the noise, pull away from the crowd, pull away from Instagram, YouTube. And guess what? I know we all like getting on social media and scrolling, but guess what that is doing to us? It's draining our capacity. It's draining our focus. Our mental stability is rocky when we constantly scroll on social media. It's taking away the time you could be using to build something. It's taking away the time you could be using, allowing God to train and edify and equip you so you can be ready to walk in new doors and enter into new things. Real change takes time. Real change takes time. Real change takes time. So allow God to put you in a slow cooker. Allow God to hide you for a season. Allow God, because in that season of hardship, in that season where you feel like I'm in a low place, that's actually you right at the brink of something great. But we don't look at it like that. We look at pain and we look at the dark seasons as a bad thing. And God is like, that's the perfect opportunity. That is the perfect moment. That is the perfect time for me to begin to do a work in you, because I'm trying to build something in you in the dark. God builds us in the dark. He does not build us in the spotlight. He equips us in the dark when nobody can see you, when nobody's checking on your lives, when nobody is watching your profile, when nobody is seeing the things that you are putting out. In that time, God is building your character. See, he wants you to go ahead and step forth into what he called you to. He don't want you to be stagnant. But while you stepping forward, allow God to process you. Allow God to prune and to remove dead people, dead things, dead places, because change is ugly. Let's be real. Change hurts. Change is uncomfortable, but you got to pick your pain. Pick your pain. Pick your pain. They say pick your poison. I don't say pick your poison, because poison will kill you. Pick your pain. You're either going to pick the pain that is uncomfortable, or you're going to pick the pain that's comfortable. But one or the other is going to get you to your destination. And I guarantee you, it's not the one that's on comfort zone, in comfort zone. The one that is in comfort zone is keeping you in a stuck and stagnant place. The one that is in uncomfortability, or the zone that requires you to be uncomfortable, that's the zone that you want to be in. Because that's the lane that's going to take you and propel you into where you're trying to go. Right? You're trying to go to the next level. You're trying to increase. You're trying to do something that has never been done before in your bloodline. You're trying to break generational curses. You're trying to start that LLC and launch that business. You're trying to create that podcast. You're trying to launch that nonprofit organization. You're trying to open up that salon, create that boutique, and whatever God has equipped and anointed you to do. You're trying to do things at a greater level, which requires a greater level of you. So that means you got to do away with stinking thinking now. That means that you got to do away with complacency. You got to do away with laziness and procrastination. You got to begin to put things in your personal life in order. And I preach this all the time, that when you begin to organize your space, you are telling God and showing God that I'm ready for the promise. I'm preparing myself for what you have for me. Because what happens in the realm of the natural is happening in the realm of the spirit. So as you prepare in the natural, God is preparing the miracles and the blessings and the next level for you in the realm of the spirit. Because God waits for... Sorry, y'all. God waits for us to be ready, to go to the next level. God waits for us. He literally sits there and he waits for you to get the bigger picture. That's why when pain come, when trials come, when tribulations come, that's not the time to run from adversity. It's the time to actually sit still. And that's when you will hear his voice tell you, be still and wait on me. Because as you are still, I'm trying to show you the things that you can't see if you move so fast. While you are still, I'm trying to show you the areas that I'm trying to equip and prepare you for, because the next level that you're getting ready to go to, it's going to require you to undo some things. It's going to require you to unlearn some habits and cut off some old toxic traits and things, right? So God, he has to take us through the tunnel of transformation. And this tunnel of transformation is nobody but you and God. In this tunnel of transformation is lonely. In this tunnel of transformation, you ain't getting claps. You're not getting accolades. You're not getting any form of public. You're not getting public. I don't even remember the word that I'm trying to say, but you're not, nobody is clapping for you. Nobody's patting you on your back when you're in a tunnel of transformation, because you are becoming. Now, while we'll always be becoming, there's a time and a season where it's just you and God. And in that place, God, he began to do such a deep work in you. He begins to heal your heart from that trauma, heal your heart from that pain, heal your heart from all of the bitterness and the anger and the resentment and the rage and the pain that you experienced when you was a little girl and a little boy. Because God uses vessels of honor. And it would not honor God if he's going to use you in every season. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about going higher. We're talking about elevation. And before we get here, there's a process. There is levels. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving, right? Higher, higher, higher. It's not from here to here. It's here, 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 and then here. That's the way that the process of transformation is. And so I know we've been taught in this generation, oh, you can get there overnight. Oh, hurry up, buy that book, buy that course. Oh, it's just going to happen. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You have to be okay with not being where you want to be just yet. You have to, in order for you to begin to see increase in your destiny and in your purpose, you got to make peace. Thank you, Lord. You got to make peace with where you are. And no, I'm not saying be content in your mess. You got to make peace with the fact that you're not there yet. And then you have to then decide that I'm going to do the work to get there. So you might have to take courses and books. I'm not saying, read books and take courses and go to school or whatever you need to do. That's a part of the preparation process. But what I'm saying is that even when you're going to school and you're doing all of that, you still have to slow down enough to allow the change to take place. There is a slow maturation process that happens. That it's not fast. And whatever you get fast, you're going to lose it faster than what you got it. So we have to begin to be okay with the fact that this is going to it's not going to be overnight. We have to be okay with the fact that I've got to learn how to use my gifts. I've got to learn how to show up for myself. I got to learn how to delay gratification. I got to learn how to tell people no, have some boundaries in place, self-respect, self-love. All of this is a part of the process. And when you have a high level of trauma that you have went through from things you experienced in your childhood, you've got to go through a healing process from that stuff in order to be able to inherit the land that God has promised you. Many of us never see the land. Many of us never see the land, and I'm closing, because we won't allow God to change us. We want to move so fast. And God is like, I don't work in fast. I work in process. I work in patience. I work in long suffering. I work in building you in your endurance first. I build up your character first. I train you. I equip you. I process you. And it's painful, baby. I'm telling you, I understand it. It is painful to go through the process of transformation. But if you take 30 days to dedicate time and surrender to God in 30 days, I promise you, you will see a drastic level of transformation in 30 days. Listen, I'm Josie, and I'm the founder of Girl Plus Kingdom TV and Ministries and The Crown Adjuster. And I help people just like you, leaders, kingdom entrepreneurs, women and men of God who are called to a higher standard and a higher way of living. God built you for more. You don't know where to start. You're new to this. You on the sideline, you want to tap into your destiny. You want to get off the sideline and begin to discover your gifts and your talents and your purpose. You don't know how to do that. I have a book called 30 Days to Purpose. And in this book, I write a very detailed plan for you that'll help you walk through your process of transformation, break generational curses, heal from the inside, from internal wounds, heal from the pain of your past and traumatic experiences that you have went through. I take you through the same process of transformation that God took me through in 2022. My life has never been the same after he took me through that process. And I'm coming on here to let you know that when you get this book is going to help you. You're going to experience breakthrough. You're going to experience deliverance. You're going to experience healing in the areas of trauma. Whatever type of trauma you dealt with, you're going to experience the level of healing in it. And so I just want to release that to you. Check out our website at girlpluskingdomtv.org. Book a free 30-minute consultation with me. And then to see if we're a good fit to work together. Then we'll move to the next phase of our one-on-one coaching. If you need a purpose strategy session, I offer a one-on-one hour I offer a one-on-one hour, 30-minute consultation. I offer a 1 hour coaching session for $25 that'll help you to go ahead and understand how to move forward in your purpose. If you need business coaching, I offer one-on-one business coaching and VIP coaching for those of you who are ready to take your dream off the shelf, your kingdom idea off the shelf, and launch your kingdom idea and make your dream become a reality. I want to help you turn your dream into a reality. So go ahead and book your one-on-one sessions with me today. You can do that again by going to girlpluskingdomtv.org to book your sessions. I love you guys. God bless y'all. And I will see you guys in the next live. And don't forget, real change takes time.